United States Justice Department is suing the owner of the cargo ship that hit a Baltimore bridge, causing it to collapse back in March. That collapse killed 6 construction workers and shut down a busy port for months. The department wants $100 million, the amount which the government spent to clear the debris and reopen the port of Baltimore. Families of 3 of the 6 workers killed also announced plans for a lawsuit this week. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now to discuss a little bit about the Justice Department's involvement in getting in with this and the recovery of the money that was spent.
Well, remember, this was a major incident. I mean, the whole world watches this cargo ship like slowly drifted into the bridge, then the bridge collapsed. It has multiple different angles, and there's so much to unpack. You got to talk about multiple parties involved. You got to talk about the extent of the damages. Who can you sue? Where can you sue? How much will insurance cover? How do you negotiate some type of settlement? There are so many moving parts with this. And so what the company did, Grace Ocean and Synergy, they actually preemptively went in and said, look, I want you to limit my liability, limit the amount that we can be sued for, because this can go through the roof. Some of those early numbers were talking about the billions of dollars. You see the United States government's now talking about $100 million. But let's see what they were trying to say. They said the ship was worth $90 million. They said at the time, $28 million it cost to fix up the ship, and there was $19 million to salvage it. That's how they come up with this $42.5 million that they want the court to limit them to. They don't want to be able to pay anything more than that. They're saying limit us to that amount for all claims, not just for the cleanup for the bridge, but any future claims. Folks that are family members that are suing, the federal government, the city of Baltimore, anyone else, we want all of our damages to be only $42.5 million. The government comes back and says, wait, hold on. And that's why we have this $100 million lawsuit.
Yeah, and I can understand why they would want to limit it. Plus, how much can they really have that stay in court? But the other thing is, too, there was some other information about the ship should never have left port in the first place.
And I love the way that the government laid out their claim. They said this wasn't an accident. This wasn't a mistake that, someone just hit a button and it caused this accident. They said this was intentional. This was negligent. It was grossly negligent, that this was a wiring problem that they knew of for a long time. They said if you walk through the process, and they even admit that in their own response, they say that the ship was started, cut off, started again, and cut off again. They had no control of the ship, no rudder, no anchor, no blower, nothing to control the ship from growing. That's why it was drifting as slow as it was. They're saying all of the loss of power was a known issue that should have been anticipated, that was anticipated, but they decided to cut costs and treat profits over safety. And that's why the government is saying, you owe us this money.
Yeah, and it's all preventable is exactly what they're saying here. And it certainly cost a lot of, not only families their lives, and a lot of money to the Port of Baltimore and companies overseas.
We're talking about this company, and that's why I said it's so complicated. You have so many moving parts where you have to figure out this Singapore company that owns this ship. How do I bring a claim against them? Well, you could bring a claim wherever the incident occurs, but because it's maritime, that's going to be one of the other hurdles to this claim. And then you're talking about, even if we push all this aside, the cleanup, the rebuild of the bridge, we're still talking about 6 people lost their lives that day. So now you're talking about multiple different wrongful death claims that should be brought. They're attempting to try to limit all of that.
We'll be following all the steps with this as it goes forward. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes, thanks.